Fighter 6. Fighting ground. Practice, training. Farming Steelworks.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes, cause you know I'm do or die with
Think
this.
you could break
Journey
my
started young,
defense?
super hard-headed.
Chun-Li.
Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist.
I'll
Through
show
a
you the
lifetime
power
of
of
strife
my
and
cup.
struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever.
Sonic Boom. Perfect. Sonic Boom. Perfect. Sonic Boom. Score. Perfect. Now. Sonic Boom. Score. Perfect. Now. Score. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let's get this mission started.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the range where things get messed, capitalizes on every mistake, and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the boom. Ah, Burnout activates. Blocks it. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 holding on to that quarter advantage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? A super art? Player 1 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can quit their and whip. They're wide open in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Raised on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Will this super art connect? Next hit will end the round. Feeling out the spacing. Gets him! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Goes for the super art. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Big throws. Tentative hits home. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. The path to a win looks very tough here. And I don't know if they can hold a fireball at that range. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The cross-up's good. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Box him with a target combo. The jump in catches them. Sticks the jump in. The throw misses. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Taking stock. Sonic boom! Okay, creating some space here. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Checks him with the boom. Going in. Perfect boom. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. All in with the rush. Can they create an opportunity for this? Finds the target. Experiencing burnout. Crowns him from above. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what uses their drive gauge. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Taking jump, nothing stops this train. Both are ready. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we go. Punish counter sets the table. Dashes out the cage right there. Trips them with a critical one. Such a smart play to go for this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Overhead. No super art on set. No life left. How will they close it out? Oh, drive rush! Dangerous range here. Rushes in. No one could have called that. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. What a reaction to go air to air. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Brushes off the impact. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Goes to the overdrive. Decides to buff up while they can. Time's the only thing moving here. Long low attack hits. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up? Burnout activates. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Come on, it's either now or never. Checks him with the boom. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to get tagged by the fireball? Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Somersault kicks. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Oh no, they're stunned. It's the crossfire. Passing in those bars for some juicy damage. Player 1, this is gonna hurt. Low heavy, but no go. Jump, this can lead to some big damage. Life lead is there, but uses their drive gauge. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Backs up, knew the throw was coming. They're in range. We gonna see a jump that turns out. Player 1 can't use it. There's a closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Shows the medium kick. Attempts to break the stalemate with a drive rush to keep it going. This can lead to some big damage. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Blocks the low kick. The low's blocked. What'll happen here? Dangerous range here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. All the throw connects. A jump in with the crossover. Player 2, will this super art do anything? Player 2 and whip, they're wide open. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Medium kick. There's an overdrive Hadou. What are they gonna do? Player 2, oh, yo, that was a magical shot. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit, rip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a pro. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Knockdown. Long low attack hit. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They need to hold out. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. The low doesn't connect. Adds on a bit extra to that. Heats it up with a combo into super. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks him with the boom. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. The engagement here will have a hit them with a stop and block. Both fighters have a full super meter on. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. The low heavy is denied. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Starts off zoning with fire dance. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The super art finds its mark. Both players with no drive in the tank. How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Recovers from burnout. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Good instincts to spend resource. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Big difference in life and super. Any mistake now will definitely end the round. They're going for the super art? Both fighters planning something? A super art? Gotta be careful. Crowns them from above. The low kick hits. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here may end this match. In there! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the boom. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. All right, player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Deal some damage with that quick combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Was looking for that jump attack. The impact gets blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. The low doesn't connect. The low heavy hits. Projectile to try and change the situation. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. In a dire situation, they can't afford an experiencing burnout. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Check the... burnout activates. A super art? Shreds them with a Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shows the medium kick. Pokes with the medium kick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Checks him with the boom. Sneaks in above. A quick breather. Sonic boom. Hits the drive. This can lead to some big damage. And whiffs. They're wide open. Medium kick into... Oh! Putting the cherry on top. What's next? Just go for it. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Left willing to rip. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sonic boom! Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 is just adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Puts one in the pocket. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Checks him with the projectile. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Sticks the jump in. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Medium kick! So they break forward to springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 is going to have a hard experiencing burnout. Fires off a Shinku Hadouken. Going in, player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Sonic Boom! Looking for a chance. Checks him with the boom. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Medium kick hit. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Shinku Hadouken ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Shows the overhead. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Jump in, finds the mark. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws out a projectile. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Starting to sweat a bit. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Trying to read each other here? Okay, creating some space here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Anything could happen here. Sticks the jump in. Shinku Hadouken! Takes a trip. The pressure is so intense here. On Super Art, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Checks him with the boom. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Drive reversal's no good. Not a bad idea there, but the opponent was on top of it. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Okay, creating some space here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Checks him with the boom. Going in. Crowns him from above. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Jumps up, hits him with a stop and bop. And whiffs. They're wide open. Sonic Boom. Sticks out a kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Taking chunks out of each other here. They both, will this Super Art do anything? Turns out, player 1 can't use any drive. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Let's loose a boom. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Pokes with a medium kick. That feeling out phase, it crowns him from above. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. This unleashes some big damage. Amazing. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Jumps. How did they read that throw? They're taking a step back, sets up with the jump in. What's next? Boom. This is gonna hurt. Excellent gut punch shreds them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Wall slap into the They are done! Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Score! comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Misfire with the drive impact. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Impact's a no-go. Does a good job of pushing back. The attack is parried. Parries the projectile. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Life lead opens up. Sticks the combo. Goes in on the MKO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Grabs them, takes advantage of the hesitation, and gets some good damage in return. Dashes up, grabs and throws them away. That throw will do some good damage. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Medium kick hit. Side switch in the corner. What'll happen here? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Gotta do better than that. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Burns out. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford gypsum for the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Whiffs the impact. Shows a medium kick. Throws them. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Both fighters have crowns them from above. Taking chunks out of each other here. Wall splash into the guard break. Puts a bit of somersault kick to take them head on. Keeps them out. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Player two is in a very good spot. Huge chance after that wall slap. Both fighters, no hesitation or regret. Hits them with the NSFW. Stuff him. Opens them right up. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Let's loose a boom. Dashes up. Rolls out the Soba. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Checks with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Checks him with the boom. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's a good spot to use the super. Player two drops them a super art. The super doesn't hit. They need to rely on the KO. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? The impact doesn't do anything. That drive impact doesn't get through. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 can build off this lead. Time to sit on the lead. Sonic Boom! Hits them with a stopping bob. Checks them with the boom. Looks like they both relied a lot on their dry balls. What'll happen here? Looks like they want to punch Super Art. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Anticipates the overhead. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Throws a fireball here, maybe hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets back into the corner with KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes to the overdrive. Nice spinning back knuckle. Connects with medium kick. Jack brushes that off and keeps going. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Plenty of life left. A full drive springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Experiencing burnout. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. Oh, easy tag. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Takes the chance to hurt him. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 2 has a slight light, springs forward with a drive rush. Closes the distance. Checks him with the boom. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Not close enough for the throw. Gotta be careful not to whip it all in with a rush. Pokes with an experiencing burnout. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burnout activates. Let's loose a boom. One player is in burnout. This can lead to some big damage. What were they thinking? They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Pokes with a medium kick. Taking chunks out of each other here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Drive parry. Nothing stops this train. Putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we're they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Boom! These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Gotta do better than that. Their drive is limited. What's the call now? Pokes with a kick. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? Shakes things up with a fireball. Player 1 doesn't check the throw. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that running back. Pump the brakes on the impact. Checks with a medium kick. Nice spinning back knuckle. Neither of them willing to back off here. Denies the attack, and parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Checks with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Gets out of the corner. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws him. What's next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps in, reads their mind and techs the throw. Jumps up, sees it coming and blocks it out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Time's the only thing moving here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. They gotta keep their eye on the timer. Not much time left in this round. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hits. Still very early in the round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be... burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Grabs and throws him. That's a counter. Ooh, you never know what can happen. All the throw connects. What now? What leads on the flash kick to get them out of a jam? Time to go for broke. What are you jumping in for? Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Whiffs the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Solid combo. Checks them with a projectile. Jumps up, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Checks them with the boom. A quick breather. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Okay, creating some space here. So, what's next? In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sonic boom! How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Sandblast! Going in? Sneaks in above! Looks to drop him to earth. Hits him with a stopping body. Saw that coming. Trusts him. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throws him. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Were they baiting them into that? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time. So it's vital to not let that happen. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left on Super Art. They take some time to back off and regroup. Goes for the Super Art? They may need to spend KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sonic Boom! They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jump? Throws them. What's next? A quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Checks him with the boom. Still scrapping for control of the space. Pokes with a medium kick. Drives him back, misses. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Okay, here we go. Manages to betting it all on the drive rush. All the throw connects. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks him with the boom. They trade hits, and now blocks the jump in, backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh! Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Life lead opens up, reads their mind and texts the throw. The jump-in is denied. With good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. They need to rely on their instincts here. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick hit. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Goes for the rush. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Checks him with the boom. Player 1 is dominating this match. Sandblast. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. There's a wall splash. They get in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Drive time. Shows a medium kick. Medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Max SA gauges. Unbelievable hits him with a stop and pop. Fights back with authority. Both sides getting ready. Dangerous range hit, drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Let's loose a boom. There's a drive impact. There's a burnout. Ooh, you never know what can happen. He forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2 breaks through with the throw. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks him with the boom. Throws a fireball. Sonic boom. Gotcha! Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips him up. There's a corner switch. Impacts a no-go. Does a good job of pushing back. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Checks him with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground gauge. They're backed up into the corner. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and... Gotcha! Checks with a medium. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Projectile to try and change the situation. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Reacts to the throw. The throw misses. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Both fighters heats it up with a combo into super. Knockdown and they're both out of drive gauge. Just goes for it at this point. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Goes in with the drive impact to start. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. This is a turning point. They got it. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan blast. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Finds the target. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sandblast! Projectile to try and change the situation. Parries the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. What's the play here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Nails the anti-air. Very solid corner switch. Checks him with the boom. With the super art connect, the super doesn't hit. A super art? Direct KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Sonic Boom! Player one can't. Burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps it? Ooh, does him dirty. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Here comes the corner pressure. Drive usage is back on the table. Let's loose a boom. Betting it all on the drive run. Player two, that's not gonna hit. They're taking a draw super art incoming. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hits the drive. Sandblast. Sonic Boom. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Player one, this can lead to some big damage. Dangerous range here. Excellent block. Jump in. Let loose a boom. Sticks out a kick. Drive impact misses. Quick medium pump clutch. Clutch anti-air. Looking finds the target. A jump. This may turn into a big chance. Cross that off. Closes it out. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jumping. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player one chases them down. Well-timed corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Sonic Boom! Player one has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback! Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Checking their reaction with a fireball? Checks them with the boom. Pokes with a medium kick. Player one didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Knockdown and overdrive jackknife. Risky up-close scrap. They're going for the super art. Player 2 is working with a better game, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Air slasher.
Sonic boom.
Zones with the fireball. They're taking a step back to all the throw connects. Going in? Will they go all in without drive? Sonic boom. Player 1 can't use any drive move. What a finish! Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Low kicks are a no-go. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the drive rush there. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Big gap between the two. Burnout activates. Back throw for the side switch. Sonic boom. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Air slasher. Somersault kick stops them cold. There's an overdrive arm. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Grabs him. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Turns the gauge, and it's showtime. It's the weekend pleasure. Go get up to get down. Tries to make something happen. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start things off with a jump in. Perfect input on the Sonic boom. Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Let's lose a boom. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Great job in this game. Brings down the waning moon on him. Ooh, what a smart throw. Danger, nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. A real test of nerves here. Boom! Shakes things up with a drive rush. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Are you kidding me? Player 1 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.